In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry match that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Dukes head coach told me some great information before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The give on the inside. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Keller. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Get it out on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over. Take it.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He breaks a tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Dukes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole. Quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harrison. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. He dropped it, would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Though.
They've got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive. They end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ready to fire from the pistol. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Tight end finds a soft spot. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Marshall will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
With the catch, it's Keller. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll go to the counter play. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Could be an alley. He's brought down just running hard in the...
Closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you...
Touchdown, Dukes! The offense cashing it in on that drive. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together.
There's some room. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really
got a little grass. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Marshall quick to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Punch it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Again, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45, on his way. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense.
Right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make Matt. There he goes. Got some room in to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, James Madison. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. He'll get this drive started from the 29. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Payne. Makes the grab in their space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Wants to throw on first down. A little release to the back. Marshall quick to the line. Defense in press coverage. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
The option look. Now the pitch. Finding some room. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off play action on first down. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on second down. Intercepted, a first half turnover to swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 19 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wants to throw on third. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the catch. It's Culliver. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Marshall quick to the line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quick release.
Now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Quickly to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some leads.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Quarterback will keep it. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Off the RPO. Throw right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. Marshall quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
That's reeled in. It's Norton. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The keeper on the option. Maybe some room here. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Bully ball on third and short. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Dukes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Keller. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has...
Might have a chance. Oh, he got loose. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Dukes! And the punishment has been extended. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Under fire. Breaks loose. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Smashes ahead. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you...
Hits the afterburners. Past the 30, at the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Here's a little room there. He goes down, a final 3rd down conversion to ice the game right there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse's going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a